shoot more, like more distance shots, like 3-pointers, because you know the distance in the background compared to it being open instead of a wall in the background. So perception, let's get that in.
Probably lighting might be a little bit different.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. Execute our game plan the coach gives us. Play to our best abilities and just bring the intensity and get our home crowd behind us. And take care of business. Definitely being first time the basketball team will ever be in there, so making history, really being a part of it.
Now,
I'd say we have to drive to the basket a lot more, stay inside, unless our threes are falling. If they're not, we just gotta keep attacking and see what happens. Hopefully it'll build our confidence. Maybe if we get a big win against Mankato, just boost our level of intensity and we just start playing better as a team. Definitely, I think since we just look at it as there's more games coming on our schedule, so we gotta put the past behind us, learn from our mistakes, and just keep going forward, keep building, keep just trying to win games and just playing together.
I think it'll be an exciting venue to play in. There's so many unknowns, so we're going to go through that process, but it's a great place. It's great for the fans. I think everybody's going to enjoy it. But more than anything, I'm just intrigued by just seeing what it's going to be like. You know, what's the atmosphere going to be like? Will it be a good, true home court advantage? Will we get the fans there? Will the fans come support us? Because we're going to need it. You know, we're playing Mankato State, one of the top teams in the country, and we're going to need that feeling of support and something to give us that little extra boost to get us over the hump. I know Tracy came to me about it early, and I was in favor of at least experimenting with it. I really think it could be a positive thing for us because it is a beautiful venue. You know, it's nice to you know, potentially have a venue that would be intriguing to recruits as well, and you know, you want a place that's fan friendly, and there's a lot of things that that the Sam Center has that BSU Gymnasium doesn't have. So in that respect, it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be fun to see what kind of environment we can create there. Yeah. I don't think it'll be too much of a distraction. Our game day, you know, deals with you know, pregame shoot-arounds and walkthroughs of your opponent's tendencies. You have your meal, but our guys do have some time where they can downtime to relax and things like that. You know, half our students live off campus. You know, there's half of them are on campus, so it's a little bit different, but I think all in all, it should be a positive thing for us.
So it won't be too much different from normal game day or normal routine.
Nope.
That's good.
Well, they have you know, one of the best post players in the league, and you know, to be honest with you, I think he's in the draft projections, maybe one of the top, you know, 40 players, or one of the top posts in the draft. He's an athletic 6'9", 250-pound kid that plays in, you know, I think Egypt's international team, so he's got international experience as well. And then they also have the returning most valuable player back in their point guard, Monahan, who led the country in assists last year, and is still doing the same kind of things. It's amazing how well he sees the floor and sees his teammates. And they surround those two guys with really good shooters, and when you can space the floor that well from every position, it makes it really difficult to defend. So, you know, we're going to have to be good defensively, but we're going to have to be really good offensively as well to be able to counter, you know, what they can do to you on their offensive end. Yeah, it's a good question. You know, we should have had Duluth or control that game most of it. We had a bad start against Duluth, but you know, other than that, we probably outscored them 44 to maybe 25 or something in the first half after a 10-0 start that Duluth got us. In the second half, you know, you knew Duluth's really talented. They got a lot of really good players, 2 first team or second team all conference players back from last year's team. They had some good pieces as well. You knew they were going to make a run at us, but I felt like we handled it pretty well until the very end, where we turned the ball over and you know, inopportune times, critical times, and then we missed free throws as well when we had our chances to give ourselves a 3-point lead, and you compound all that, it's not a good formula to finish off a game, and so that was a tough one to take, and we didn't respond very well. I don't think we had the right mindset to go into St. Cloud. And St. Cloud, again, a really physical, athletic, good basketball team that, you know, if you're not ready and focused to play at every position, it's going to be a struggle for you. And, you know, I think we got off to a poor start, and I think we battled back to get it maybe to within 3, and then St. Cloud just took over and dominated us. So disappointing, but you know, it's still a long season. We're still trying to get better. I'm not going to change, you know, too much of what we do. We've added a lot more stuff than I've ever probably had to try to help this team score a little bit more efficiently. But you know, it comes down, you still need players that put the ball in the hole and be tough, physical, both mentally tough and physically tough. And we've got to get back to being a really tough-minded group that wants to succeed.
I guess maybe.
I think it's exciting, you know. You know, hopefully we have a group of guys that looks at this as a really positive thing. And I think you could look at it negatively as well if you're a mental midget. Think, oh gosh, we're not in our home gym, you know, we're in a big arena here, and have all the excuses in the world not to play well. But hopefully we don't have those kinds of players, and hopefully we have guys that are, again, committed to being mentally tough and playing well wherever we play, because we don't always play in BSU Gymnasium either. You know, we're on the road for half our games as well. So we just need a crowd behind us to support us, to get after officials a little bit to help us out, and you know, we'll see what happens.